yo, Michael Jackson wanted to make a record with us. And people go, yo, you was? Why you didn't make a record? Man, we Run-DMC. We was too busy to make a record with Michael Jackson. Okay.
That's cool.
Do you want me to look at you? Like,
yeah, you can just look at me right now.
I don't have to look.
No, you don't have to look.
Oh, I ain't doing that. I ain't when they tell me to do that.
So you have a really interesting story about your first interaction with Michael Jackson.
Yes, I got to meet Michael Jackson 1988. And the funny joke is I wasn't into the Jackson 5 when I was little. I was in the Beatles and the Stones and Procol Harum. But yeah, in 1988, we was traveling all over the world. I was never home. 86 was crazy. Walk This Way, My Adidas, the Raising Hell album. Remember, Walk This Way was the catalyst to explode hip hop. You know what I'm saying? NWA, Dr. Dre, Eric B. and Rakim, everything that was blown was because of Kool G Rap and Pro. So we was involved in all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we was in New York City, in between a tour date or something like that. So we thought, oh, Michael Jackson's coming to New York. So that kind of threw us off. Yo, y'all got to go to LA. And it was kind of like, I don't want to go to LA. I've been on the road for the last 3 months. So we flew to LA to meet him at Paramount Studios on Santa Monica. And Michael had taken it over or brought it, purchased it, whatever, something like that. So we'll meet Michael at his studio in LA. So we fly to LA. We supposed to meet him at like 1 o'clock. He didn't show up till like 3, you know, fashionably late, like they say about this lyric. But it was crazy. So it was me, Run and Jay, rest in peace, and DJ Hurricane from the Beastie Boys. So we get to the studio, we there, yo, Michael's on his way, he'll be there shortly. So, you know, we chilling out, 3 o'clock. Michael shows up. Now, this is what's funny though, because when Michael walks in, if you could, it's like, imagine you watching a film and they're doing what's going on in my head. I'm going, oh shoot, it's Michael Jackson. And then right away, and he got a monkey, Bubbles. Bubbles had on overalls and sneakers and a cap to the side. It was the coolest singer. So Michael comes in, he got Bubbles the monkey, and he got the mask on and everything, and he got his chef and his an assistant with him or something like that. So, you know, Michael comes in, and it was like really amazing, because he walks in, takes the mask off, and he's like, Run-DMC, you know, with that Michael Jackson vibe. You guys are great. And in my head, I'm like, oh shoot, Michael Jackson just called me great. So I can imagine what's going on running over here. So we sitting there talking, right? He starts saying, you know, I really love the Walk This Way record that you did with Aerosmith, but I don't want to do nothing like that. And we're like, what? He says, your record, Peter Piper. And he starts beatboxing way better than Dougie Fresh. Michael, you've probably seen some interviews where he does the music with his mouth. And he's thinking, and I'll be singing here and y'all be doing the rap. So when he says, I want to do something like Peter Piper, don't say that to some MCs. We're like, yo, imagine, looking back, imagine Michael Jackson, Run-DMC, and Jam Master Jay over a Peter Piper beat together. Imagine what that would have sounded like. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, this guy's brilliant or whatever. So in the middle of the conversation, Michael's talking, and he looks at Jay, and he goes, oh my God. And we're like, what? Jay had the Dookie rope chain with the gold Adidas on the bottom. And he was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And Jay was like, yo, you like this? He was like, yeah. So Jay takes the chain off and he puts it on Michael's head, over, you know, Michael's neck. And then Michael, he's cool, he's like, you know, hitting the beaver stance and, you know, we like getting closer and breaking the ice or whatever. So what had happened was, before Michael saw the chain, he gave Bubbles to the assistant. So now Michael goes over to Jay and Bubbles is right here with the assistant, right? So when Michael takes the chain off to put it back on Jay's neck, Bubbles, not threateningly, wants Jay to hold him. So Bubble kind of like jumps at, Michael does like this to Jay, to give him the Jay. So Bubbles instinctively goes like that to Jay too. Now Jay just goes, yo, like, it was just like, yo, what is it? So imagine everything slows down and then you just see Bubbles go up in the air, slow motion. And then we look over at Michael, you just see Michael go, Bubbles! and everything slows down. So Bubble like goes up in the air like this, and then everything's going slow. It's crazy. So more, I swear to God, everything's going. And then Michael catches Bubbles out the air, and then his back is turned, then he turns around and just gives us this evil look. And right then and there I go, oh snap, there ain't gonna be no record made right now. So after that, you know, it was like we didn't know what to do. Michael was like, let's eat. I remember we had swordfish, asparagus, broccoli, brown rice, and something else. And it was some kind of dessert. And then the whole time while we're eating, Jay and Kane is going, yo, we need to say something, because we just messed up. We done upset Bubbles. So now we thinking, yo, ain't no record gonna be made now because we done messed up with Bubbles. So Jay is finally, nah, we gotta say something to break that. So Jay just goes, yo, Michael, thanks for this meal. Yo, the food is real good. You know, are you happy with the food? Because we knew he wasn't happy with us because we done messed with Bubbles. And then Michael gave it, you know, they always say there was a Michael that was gangster. Michael just gave us, yeah, I'm happy, I'm good. But then, you know, it calmed down, and then I remember Michael was like, yo, I really want to make this record with y'all. You know, here's my schedule, what's your schedule? But what had happened was, when Michael was ready to do it, we was on a tour road. And then when we would come home and he was ready to do it, he was away. So we never got to make a record with Michael Jackson, but I did get to hang and chill with Bubbles.